In the main tent of the Windward Plains camp, you can find these two researchers. Throughout the game, they'll give you different side quests to go and collect certain species of endemic life throughout the various regions of the game. Here's how to find all of the required endemic life objectives and unlock the I Caught a Shooting Star trophy in Monster Hunter Wilds. This video covers all of the requests that lead into the Shooting Star trophy, but if you've done some of these already or you're just after that final creature, we've put timestamps below so you can jump to the specific place where you need the help. Dareel and Samin will give you quests in batches of 2s, one for each researcher. The first pair of quests can be started after finishing Chapter 1-3 of the main story. Dareel will ask you to catch a Tracktail lizard in the Windward Plains. These are fairly common to find in the dunes to the south. You will usually find a pair near the oasis, and also close to the rocks that lead to the other areas under and around the dunes. They are a little skittish though, so make sure your capture net is equipped and don't take too long when trying to catch them. Take them back to Dareel to finish the quest, and then Samin will immediately ask for your help next. It seems they're having some small competition, but neither of them really want to talk about it much.
At this point, fairness dictates that it's my turn.
Samin then asks if you can catch him a Dapperwing from the Scarlet Forest. These little bird creatures are scattered across the whole region, so if you keep your eyes peeled you should see them. Their colour can be different depending on the weather at the time, so they won't always look the same, but one surefire way to find them is to head to the top of the canopy. Go to Region 6, then climb the vines on this tree all the way to the top. Along the vine walkways up here are plenty of easy to spot Dapperwings. Catch at least one, then go back to Samin to complete the quest. These are the only 2 endemic life quests that you can do before rolling credits, so keep in mind that the rest of this video will be showing the game after you unlock high rank. We won't show heaps, but anyone who is spoiler averse may just want to come back here after unlocking the quests for themselves. Once you unlock high rank, you'll have a bunch of side quests to do, including another pair of requests from Dareel and Samin. First, Dareel wants you to catch an Ember Rufflizard in the oil well basin. These are easy to spot, and there's even a regular spawn that you can find right outside base camp. From your main camp, head to Area 4, the place with the ancient forge contraption in the center. Around the perimeter of the circular area, you should see some bright glowing lizards. Make sure to catch all of them because some of them might be azure lizards, and you need the Ember lizards. Head back to Dareel, and then start Samin's next request. He wants you to go now to the Ice Shard Cliffs and catch a Rime Beetle. These little guys roll snow around in the region and carry slinger ammo that you can use in combat. These creatures are the easiest of them all to find, as not only will your scout flies point them out to you, but you can also identify where the Rime Beetles are on your map ahead of time. Just find the blue symbol, go straight to them and snag one with your net before returning to Samin. The last pair of quests unlock once you've completed Chapter 4. Head back to the tent and talk to Dareel. He says this is his final request and he's asked you to catch a rare Gillopod, which is a rare type of pillowpod, from the ruins of Wyveria. These nondescript creatures stick to the walls like a band-aid and just sit there, so the trick is finding the right spot to snap up the rare one. We found ours in Region 7, the main Guardian Chamber. Near the gigantic descending slope into the room is a broken piece of stone architecture, and on it is the rare Gillopod. You can pick it from its larger size and slightly different colour. Snap it up, and then it's back to the tent to hand it in to Dareel before talking once more to Samin. While the Gillopod was the easiest to catch, the Sandstar is definitely the hardest. Samin wants you to find the Sandstar in the Windward Plains, and you might not stumble across it in normal play. According to Samin and the quest description, the creature only appears at night and will give chase as soon as it's spotted. If it's not currently nighttime, make use of the rest feature in your tents to change it to nighttime. Samin also says they have sensitive hearing, so grab a screamer pod from the flying Baunos in the dunes so you've got that ready when you see the critter. We only found them once we started walking on foot instead of running everywhere on Sacred, but honestly the creature is hard enough to find that the only reliable thing we can suggest right now for how to find it is to be prepared to wait. It's taken us anywhere from 5 to 45 minutes to find. We usually found them in the area between regions 12 and 13, near where the rocky canyon opens up to the dunes. The The Sandstar is bright blue and skitters really quickly across the sand. Once it's morning, it will burrow into the ground and disappear. When the little creature has appeared, get your Screamer Pod ready. Blast it with the sound and then very quickly change to your capture net, aim and fire. The Screamer Pod incapacitates it, but only for a few seconds, so you've got to be fast on the net. We did manage to catch one without the use of Screamer Pods, but it was a massive hassle. So mastering the Screamer Pod and swap technique is definitely the way to go. Once you've netted the pesky thing, you'll receive the I Caught a Shooting Star trophy, and you can now finish this quest by returning to Samin one last time. That's all there is to it for these quests. For more help with side quests, fishing, or dealing with larger and more deadly creatures, be sure to check back in on our ever-expanding Monster Hunter Wilds wiki. And for all other things gaming, stick with IGN.